What's going on YouTube? Nothing fancy today. I'm kind of in a race against the clock, I believe, for working in about an hour, but I feel like this is something that I want to talk about right now. Because it seems like YouTube at this point wants to censor not just atheist content, but any kind of religious content for Christians, Muslims, Jews, whoever. So yesterday, TJ Kirk, formerly known as the Amazing Atheist, put out a video saying how it seems like YouTube is now blocking names that have to do with atheism. He had switched his name to TJ Kirk on YouTube, and then he tried to switch it back to the Amazing Atheist, because he wanted to get all of his branding in a row before he made the switch. And he found out that he was no longer allowed to use the word atheist in his username. I've had the idea for a while that YouTube wanted to censor atheist content because in that recent wave of demonetization, one of 3 videos that I had demonetized was my only video about atheism. But you know, there's so many confounding factors. I curse a lot, so I think actually for the sake of this video, I'm going to, if any curse words leave my mouth, I'm going to censor them in the video, just as an experiment, to see if this video does get unmonetized. But as it turns out, it might not even just be atheist content that's being blocked. Another YouTuber, actually a gaming YouTuber by the name of NicePasta, I watched his video just before making this one. He tried the same experiment with other religions. He put in the atheist, he wasn't allowed to do it, the Christian, the Muslim, the Jew, and a bunch of other things like the marijuana and things like that. And because he tried so many different things, there might be other factors at play, but none of these names were allowed. Now, me myself, I also conducted an experiment like that with some old accounts, and I was able to make these names. So maybe in the time that's elapsed since these videos came out, YouTube has corrected this, or maybe it's just working different for different people, like some kind of bug in the algorithm. TJ actually, in his video, he responded in the comments that other people have been having varying results. Some people can do it, some people can't do it, but it seems to me that in general, YouTube is making a move towards anybody speaking about anything in a controversial way, or not in a controversial way, anybody speaking about anything that's a controversial topic in any kind of way, even if you're not being derogatory or offensive, they're just not allowing it. And that's crazy. I understand that YouTube is in a funny position now with this pressure being put on them from advertisers, but even the traditional mainstream media, they speak about these kinds of issues, and I get not wanting to have your content, your advertisements associated with people saying things like, I hate Muslims, I hate Jews, I hate atheists, whatever, but a lot of this content that's being demonetized or outright blocked isn't like that at all. And what's crazy about it is you might think, well, maybe it's a quirk of the algorithm, but every time your video gets caught in the algorithm, you're able to contest it, and a person manually reviews it to see if your appeal is valid or not. Upon manual review, a lot of these videos are still staying unmonetized, and it's not even just now with religious content. And as I spoke about in a previous video, any kind of political content is being censored, whether you're liberal or conservative, and although it seems like a lot more conservatives are being hit by it, there's also the factor that it seems like there's a bit more of a conservative bent in YouTube in general, so I think it's one of those things where there's just more numbers to work with. I think it's going to work out badly for YouTube, though, if they continue this move towards discouraging any kind of content that's even in the slightest bit thought-provoking or controversial. Because although it's the entertainers, in large part, who are really pushing the upper echelons of YouTube's content, I would say that the social commentators, they are probably one of the strongest driving... Oh, cool, my alarm went off. I was supposed to wake off now. Wake off, wake up. I'm gonna have to censor that too. I think it's the social commentators. A lot of these people are in that precarious 100 to 200,000 subscriber range where they can kind of make the jump to full-time, but you're on shaky ground still, and this is making it so much shakier. A lot of these people are really driving the day-to-day traffic on YouTube. So, although YouTube, I believe I've read that they've never turned a profit before, this is going to make it so much worse. But I'm really curious now, because it seems like we have a case of different people being affected differently by this algorithm and by the reviews they have. So, if you've had any issues with words on your channel being blocked, or specific videos being unmonetized, I want to know what's happened to you in the comment section. So please let me know. But anyway, until next time, everybody please don't get blocked or unmonetized.